Mr. Matlow, I've got a few questions just to clarify in order for me to understand the essence of your evidence in respect of Mr. Ntuli.
Okay, my lord.
Nginemibuzo emibalwa ukuze ngikwazi ukuqaqisa izinto ezithize ngizabe ngibuza imibuzo mayelana nomnumzana uNtuli.
The questions that I'm going to ask, I just need your clarity in case I understood it wrongly.
Okay, my lord.
Imibuzo engizoyibuza ukuthi ngiqaqise mhlawumbe uma ingabe ngikakuzwanga kahle uthi kulungile.
Okay. Let's start with paragraph H of your statement, but it's part of your evidence, even if you're not going to that paragraph, but it's part of your evidence, which is the infringement that was made or dated 9 February 2016.
My lord, which affidavit? Because I've made 2 affidavits.
Sorry?
Which affidavits? Because I've made 2 affidavits.
The first one, which has got 22 pages.
Okay. Paragraph
It's paragraph H.
H.
Yes.
Uthasiyeke kwi-paragraph H nangokho ungayi kodwa ubufakazi bakho.
Okay, I'm there, my lord.
Yeah, it's in respect of the white polo with registration number EKG 0615GP. And the date of the infringement, if I'm correct, it's 9 February 2016.
That is correct, my lord.
Uthi kumayelana nepolo emhlophe inomber plate wakade ku EKG 615 uthi yebo iqiniso yona ye-GP.
Okay, could you detect from your investigation as to who was the lawful owner of this motor vehicle at the time of this infringement?
My lord, what I detected is that the permit that was affixed on the motor vehicle was not supposed to be affixed on that motor vehicle because it was not supposed to be in a lawful position of Volvo Southern Africa, which is based in Boksburg.
Uthi ke yena into ayiboni uyakwazi na ukusho ukuthi le moto kwakade kweyakabani ngalesikhathi kuzebe kwenzakala lesisenzakalo. Uthi into engiyaziyo ukuthi leya moto le permit ebikade ilapho kwakade ingamelanga ibe lapho ngoba leyo moto kwakade imali kwamele kube eye Volvo South Africa.
So you could not detect who the lawful owner of that motor vehicle on this day of the infringement?
That is correct, my lord.
Manje wena bongakwazi ukuthi usho ukuthi bekubani umnikazi waleyo moto ngalelo langa uthi yebo.
Okay. And then also in your investigation, is it correct that there is no any reference that is made of any infringement which occurred under this car, which is white polo, on or about the 26th day of October 2014 in your investigations?
That is correct, my lord.
Iqiniso ukuthi kuphenyo lwakho lonke ayikho into eyayenzakala emgaqweni ebeyayenza ukuthi le moto ibhalwe mhlawumbe noma imiswe nge-26 October 2014 uthi yebo iqiniso.
Okay. And then the first one, which is referred to as Nissan Almera, with the first infringement of 14 July 2013. You remember that one?
Can we please go to the paragraph so that I can...
But it was part of your evidence. It's the first car. It's the first car on page 2.
I'm not denying, my lord. That's the information I extracted from the system. So
Let's not debate.
Asiyeke ku page 2 imoto le kuthiwe i-Almera i-Nissan.
yes, I'm there, my lord.
Yebo sengilapho.
Yes. Which is the infringement occurred on the 14th of July 2013 under this Nissan Almera.
I'm listening, my lord.
Yebo ngilalele njengoba usho ukuthi kunecala eliye layenziwa ile moto iNissan Almera
So
ngo July.
my question is also, from your investigation holistically, there is no infringement that you detected under the name of Mr. Ntuli, which was infringed on or about the 27th day of October 2014, other than this one that is reflected in your report.
My Lord, I've made reference to various infringement under the accused.
I'm referring to the Nissan Almera.
From which period?
Nissan Almera, you see the Nissan
Yes, I
Almera
see,
that you
my Lord.
testified about?
Yes.
Yes. My question is, other than this infringement, which occurred on the 14th of July 2013, do you understand?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes. Is there any other infringement that you detected which happened or took place on or about 27 October 2014, other than this infringement in other ways?
Under this motor vehicle, no, my Lord.
26 October 2014.
Under this Almera, no, my
No,
Lord.
nothing.
Yes, under this Almera.
ngaphandle kwa leli langa eyukuthi lingoJuly la imoto lena iye yayeqa umthetho ngo October 2014 nge26 ikhona enye into oye wayithola na ngayo le moto iAlmera uthi cha.
And then let's move on to paragraph K, which is, according to my understanding, is the third infringement, but you'll correct me. Paragraph K, it's the infringement dated 20 March 2016. You see that one?
Paragraph
K,
K.
paragraph K. If I'm
Asiyeke
correct, but it's referring to grey polo.
Yes, I see, my Lord. I'm there, my Lord.
asiyeke ku paragraph K la kukhulunywa ngepolo egrey
And
uthi yebo sengilapho.
The registration number is CT79YZGP. Am I
see-
correct?
I see it, my Lord. Correct, my Lord.
Number plate yakhona kwakade ku CT79 YZGP uthi yebo.
Did I understand your evidence correctly to say the lawful owner of that motor vehicle on this particular day, it belonged to Banakoma Fleet?
That is correct, my Lord.
Iqiniso ukuthi wena uthele moto ngalelo langa yayikade kuyimoto eyebana koma fleet uthi yebo.
Okay. Is there also any infringement which refers to the date of 26 October 2014 under this vehicle on the name of Mr. Ntuli?
No, my Lord.
Kukhona ukweqwa komthetho ngale moto le nge26 zika October 2014 uthi cha.
The accused will tell this court that he had hired this motor vehicle only for 2 days during the period of 2016, not in 2014.
That will be his version, my Lord.
Uthi ke umsolwa yena uzothi uye waqasha le moto amalanga amabini ngo2016 hayi ngo2014. Wena uthini uthi yinto umsolwa ayishoyo.
And also lastly, Superintendent, from your investigation also, it did not reveal as to who possessed this particular motor vehicle, the grey one, the grey Polo, on the 27th of October 2014, 26th October 2014, in your investigation.
My Lord, I mean, that will be in the records of the hiring company.
Yeah, I mean in your investigation.
Yes, my Lord.
In your investigation, you could not detect that.
That is correct, my Lord.
Uthi ukuya ngophenyo lwakho awuzange ubone ukuthi kwakade kuubani umuntu obekade esebenzisa le moto ukuya ngale nkampani ebeyikade iqashise imoto uthi yebo ukuya ngami akukho la ngibone khona ukuthi yayikade isetshenziswa ubani leyo moto.
Okay. Same with the white Polo. In your investigations, you also could not detect as to who was in possession of that motor vehicle on the 27th of October 2014.
That is correct, my lord.
futhi nepolo emhlophe leyana awuzange ukwazi ukubona ukuthi yayikade isetshenziswa ubani nge-27 zika October 2014 uthi yebo iqiniso.
Okay. And in relation to the other dates and locations detected by traffic officers under paragraph Q, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe from page 8 to page 15. You see those locations detected under the traffic officers?
Yes, I see them, my lord.
Yeah.
Uyabona la ukuthi kuvele khona ukuthi amaphoyisa womgwaqo wona aye abona le moto uthi yebo ngiyabona.
Did I understand it correctly that these are the locations which are referring to this grey polo?
That is correct, my lord.
Correct.
That is correct, my lord.
Ngikuzwe kahle ukuthi lapho yindawo eyikuthi zikhuluma ngale polo egrey uthi yebo.
And all those locations and dates from page 8 of your report up to page 15. They make no reference in respect of Mr. Ntuli.
That is correct, my lord.
Futhi zonke lezo indawo kusuka ku page 8 ukuya ku page 14 akukho la kukhuluma ngomnumzana uNtuli uthi yebo iqiniso.
Okay. One, but not last, the grey polo. Let me start with the grey polo. You discovered that it belonged to a fleet company. That's correct, ne?
That is correct, my lord.
Ipolo leyana egrey uthe yayikade umnikazi wayo kwakade kuyi company ethize ebekade ibolekisana ngeimoto uthi yebo.
Were you able to get information as to when was it hired to when in your investigation, or you couldn't detect that information?
It was not part of the scope, my lord.
Wena uye wakwazi ukuthi ubheke ukuthi imoto leyana iqashiswe kusukela nini ukuyofika nini uthi kwakade kungasingxenye yomsebenzi wakho.
Okay. Same with the white polo. It was not part of your duties to check as to when, from when to when was it hired to that particular
My lord,
fleet?
my lord, the white polo
Right.
was in position of a fraud. The permit that was affixed to the polo was not supposed to be there, because when I check on the system, the lawful owner of that permit was Volvo, meaning that that permit was supposed to be somewhere in the offices of Volvo.
Kuthiwa ke wena ubukwazi ukubheka nayo leya polo uthi mina uma ngibheka leya polo ipermit lebe ilapho yayikade ingafanelanga ukuthi ibe khona lapho ngenxa yokuthi yakwamele ibe kwi Volvo ema officeini we Volvo yayingamelanga ibe kuleyo moto.
And it is also evidence that you couldn't verify the real owner of that motor vehicle.
That is correct, my lord.
Futhi wena awuzange ukwazi ukuthola ulwazi lokuthi kwakade kuubani umnikazi waleyo moto
Thank you,
uthi
madam.
yebo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam, for no further questions.
Yes, thanks. Is any re-examination?
As a court, please, my lord, just two questions. And starting from the questions that were asked by Advocate Mshololo, she put it to you that accused number 5 hired the grey polo for 2 days only in 2016 and not in 2014. And she referred to the color of the vehicle as grey as it stands on the infringement notice. But on Friday, I know she wasn't here on Friday, you did go into the system to establish the true color of this polo. Can you just put it on record? What is the true color of this
My
vehicle?
lord, the true
polo?
color of the polo is silver.
Manje ke ummeli ukhuluma ngepolo eyikuthi igrey le ukuthi uye wathi iye yaqashwa ngo2016 hayi ngo2014 kodwa ngolesihlanu wayekade engekho. Ungasitshela ukuthi ngolesihlanu konje wawuthe umbala waleyo polo injani uma uyibheka kwi system? uthi yayikade isilver.
And Advocate Ngumalo asked you about the first vehicle that was registered under the name of accused number 4, and you mentioned that it was in Brakpan on the 25th of July 2014.
On the 25th of,
25th of July 2014.
okay.
Mnumzane Nxumalo ukubuze ngemoto yokuqala ebekade ibhaliswe umsolo wesine wena uthe yayikade ise Brakpan nge-25 zika July 2014.
The minibus that you
I
described.
recall, my lord.
Yes.
Iminibus le kukhulunywa ngayo uthi ngiyakhumbula.
You mentioned that the first address that was given was 4278 Zaki Road.
Okay, may I refer to the address so that
Yes.
I can agree to the...
Yes.
Bokhulume ngekheli lomgwaqo uzakhe uthi ngicela ukuthi ngilibheke ukuze ngikwazi ukuphana ngempendulo.
4278 Zaki Road, Fossilores, Boksburg.
Okay, if I recall, it is the one that has been requested by the council, isn't it, my lord? Because the council
Yes.
requested a copy.
Yes, the initial address that was given by accused number 4.
Okay, let me check. Let me quickly open the system, my lord.
Uthi inkosi yenkantolo ithi ngivule isystem.
That is the one for which you made copies for Advocate Ngumalo during the adjournment.
Okay, that's why I wanted to go straight
Yes.
directly to the email rather than
Yes.
to a live system, because the live system is still going to take time because of the network.
Yes.
If I may go to my emails just to check. I'm opening it from the email, still loading.
Uthi uyivula kusuka kuma email asavula ke.
Yeah, I open it, my lord. That is the one that is appearing on the screen.
Yebo singivulile Nkosi yenkantolo iyona le evele la kumabonakude.
When was that notice of that first address given? What is the date?
The notice of address, the initial one, my lord, is on the 25th of July, 2014.
ikheli lelo kukhulunyweni uqaleni nokulibona uthi kwakade kuyi-25 July 2014.
Thank you, my lord, that is all.
Thank you. So how many years have you been working as an investigator for NATIS and as a superintendent?
It's more than 7 years so far, my lord.
So nesikhathi esingakanani usebenza ngomphenyi weNatis uthi sekudlule iminyaka eyisikhombisa?
Have you ever encountered a situation where police investigating whatever, the police supply you with a number, a registration number, let's say RATA 12345GP, and then you go to the system and you discover that that number doesn't exist?
It's not possible, my lord.
Usuke wahlangana nesimo la ukuthi mhlawumbe amaphoyisa thizeni bebakunike i-number plate ethize ukuthi uyiphenye bese mawuyifaka wathola ukuthi leyo number plate ayisebenzi uthi cha.
Now, it's a cloned number. Cloned number.
Okay.
The police come to a robbery scene. They don't know that that number is cloned. And they request you, like Geninda did, to find out who is the owner of that number, under whose name is it registered, which address, etc., etc.
My lord, the information will populate on the system.
Even if it's cloned.
Remember, these people...
No, just listen to me.
Okay, my lord.
Even if it's cloned.
Yes, my lord.
What do you understand by cloned?
Cloning is that you duplicate something unlawfully so. That's my understanding of clone.
No, you create something also.
Oh,
You can duplicate and you can create something.
okay.
You've never, you've never encountered such an exigency.
No, I've never, my lord.
Where the number, when you check it, it's nowhere in the system. It's nowhere. Are you with me?
I'm following you, my lord.
Have you ever found out something like that?
I've never, my lord.
Okay, fine.
Usike wahlangana nesimo la ukuthi i-number plate ethize lebo kade unikwe yona mhlawumbe amaphoyisa ukuthi uyiphenye bese uthola ukuthi number plate leyo ayikho ngoba abantu bebakade bezenzele yona uthi cha angaze kahlangana naleso
Okay.
simo senkantolo.
And is it a requirement when you register? No. Is it a requirement when a person has a vehicle and you want to change the address of residence that you must bring documentation proving that you are the owner of that vehicle?
That not necessarily the vehicle, but the proof of address where you stay.
Yes. So I can register a vehicle which is not mine. If I give you an ID and say it was registered under Joburg, I want it to be registered under the Free State. Do you demand that you want to know where I bought this motor vehicle, which year, which date, where are the receipts? Was it cash? Was it under a hire purchase system? That type of inquiry. Do you conduct that?
My lord, to change the registration or license number, there's a requirement documentation that needs to be completed.
Yeah.
So if when you approach the appropriate registering authority with your acceptable identification and you say, I'm no longer staying in Gauteng, I'm now staying in Limpopo, then you'll be given the files to complete, and they will also request you to produce a proof of residence in a jurisdiction of where you reside. So it is not possible that the vehicle that does not belong to you can end up belonging to you.
Aye, then there's no theft of vehicles in South Africa.
My lord, if
Are you listening to yourself? Vehicles are stolen every day. And they are registered every day under false, is that not so? Under false IDs. If you come with my ID, they put their face on my ID. I go to Mr. Sibanda, he's the registering authority. He looks at my ID, forged my ID, he doesn't know. You say that exigency doesn't exist.
But if it exists, but I think in that case, my lord, it would be 10%, 10% of it.
Ask Mr. Mnisi, he's smiling. 10%. Okay, no, that's what I wanted to know. Whether, in fact, do you have specimen forms?
Yeah, I can. What?
Yeah, can you print it for us? Because you kept on saying that when you register,
Yes, let me quickly.
then you've got to personally do it, and you must fill in the particulars, and then after having filled the particulars, you say there's a penalty clause which warns you that if you provide or furnish false information, you are liable to be arrested, fined, or
Okay.
sent to jail on conviction.
Can I send them to advocate?
You can't do it now.
I can do it now.
No, do it now,
Okay, my lord.
because that is your evidence. We don't have the Road Traffic Act here. Do you have it, Mr. or any council here? Do you have the Road Traffic Act? Mr. Ngumala, you prepared. You prepared in September last year. You don't have the Road Traffic Act.
No, I don't have.
So when Mr. Mutroun keeps on saying the Road Traffic Act says this and this and this, mufana nani? You said it's Act 25 of what?
The National Road Traffic Act,
Yeah.
number 93 of 1996.
1993 of 1996.
Yes, my lord.
1996.
Kungenzeka ukuthi umuntu abhalise imoto ngegama ekungaselakhe ngemininingwane ekungaseyakhe. Uma ephendula uthi akwenzeki kodwa inkantolo ithi kuye mhlawumbe imoto uma itshontshiwe umuntu angahle eze ayenze ingathi imoto yakhe. Uthi ke uma kwenzeka akuvamisanga kodwa into mhlawumbe engayenzeka ama-percent angaba ayishume la imoto ingahle ibhaliswe ngegama ekungaselona lo muntu umnikazi.
My lord, here is the a notification of change of address.
Yeah, just listen to me. Are you able to give us after it has been scanned, it must be scanned like this, it must form part of the exhibits. Is it possible?
It's already in a soft copy, so I can just forward it.
Yeah, okay, fine. Is it okay? Anybody? Objection? Mr. Mnisi, Mr. Rapelese, Mr. Mguni, Madam Mshololo?
Thank you.
You don't want to have a sight of that form?
We can have a set of the form.
Yeah, because he's talking about a form. But we all don't know what the form says. Oh.
Ifomu leli alibela khuluma ngalo inkosi yenkantolo ithi ayithumelele abameli ngoba asazi ukuthi inhlobo yini yefomu lekukhulunywa ngayo.
Okay, for court purposes, that will be exhibit what? AAA bracket 4. Okay. So, abatsotsi mabathi bayikokota imoto kanti, what are they saying? Mkokoto lo. Mr. Ngumali, what do you understand by it? It has nothing to do with, just for my education. When people say bakokota imoto, what do you understand by that?
Can I not answer that one?
You can't answer it. Okay,
No,
fine,
please.
I know why. Because it's a huge industry. Huge industry. Even the Chief Justice, the two Chief Justices actually, the previous one and the present one, their cars were stolen. And because of their status, the police, they somehow suspected that they are going to be crossing the Pongola River to take them to Mozambique. They knew that, the police. And they ultimately... no, that one is a hotbed. And after that, they recovered them after about 3 months, 6 months. They had different registration numbers, different engine numbers. That's it. So, are we through now? Mr. Baloi, can you be excused?
It's just arising from the court's
That's not
questions.
evidence. It's mime level.
Yes, just arising from the questions that were asked by the court.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, the court asks you how many years you've been working as an investigator on Natis, and you said 7 years, but the question has got two parts. As an investigator and on Natis, how many years have you been working on the Natis system, all in all?
16 years, my lord.
Thank you.
16 years
16 years, yeah.
of experience.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, that's what
inkantolo ibuze ukuthi usonesikhathi esingakanani ulibele usebenza njengomphenyi la kwi-inatis uthi konke uma sekuphelele iminyaka nesithupha.
Okay, thanks ever so much, sir.
Welcome, my lord.